Here, in the ancient world of Eldoria, where soft golden fields meet crystal mountains, 3 young adventurers embarked on a quest that would test their courage and spirit. Their names were Erin, Lyra, and Corin. Their path led them to Hollow Ridge, a passage guarded by a legendary figure known only as the Stoneblade Guardian. As they approached the entrance to the ridge, a figure emerged from the stone itself. He was tall and strong, with dark brown hair tied back and piercing green eyes. A stone-patterned shoulder guard marked him as the protector of this sacred place. This was Corin, the Stoneblade Guardian. Corin, the brave warrior of the trio, stepped forward. 2. He knew that passage through Hollow Ridge was not given freely. It had to be earned. He drew his blade, its edge humming with a faint energy. The Guardian watched him, his expression unreadable. Yet there was no malice in his stance, only a profound sense of duty. The challenge began. The Guardian didn't draw a weapon. Instead, he raised a hand, and the very air in front of him shimmered. A small, translucent shield of pure rock energy, a stone pulse, materialized to block Corin's first strike. The sound of steel on stone echoed through the quiet ridge. Corin was swift, his movements a blur of determination, but the Guardian was faster, his defenses appearing and disappearing with the rhythm of a heartbeat. Meanwhile, Erin, the silent wanderer, stood back, his silver-grey eyes closed. At just 15, he possessed a unique gift, echo sense. He could feel the ancient energies flowing through the land, through the stones, and through the Guardian himself. He felt no anger, no aggression from the protector. Instead, he sensed a deep, ancient sorrow, a loneliness that had seeped into the very rock of Hollow Ridge. He understood this wasn't a battle of strength, but a test of character. Lyra, the crystal scribe, watched the duel with her bright teal eyes. At 14, she was the group's historian, her mind a library of ancient lore. Her ability, memory trace, allowed her to read the stories left behind in symbols and patterns. She noticed the intricate carvings on the Guardian stone armor and on the walls of the ridge. The glowing crystals on her belt began to pulse softly as she deciphered the tale. It was a story of a vow, a promise made centuries ago to protect this land from those with impure hearts. The Guardian was not a monster, but a sentinel bound by an ancient oath. Corin, growing tired, noticed his friend's stillness. He paused his assault, breathing heavily. He saw the understanding in Erin's eyes and the dawning realization on Lyra's face. He looked at the Guardian, who had lowered his hands, his defense shields fading away. For the first time, Corin saw not an opponent, but a kindred spirit, another protector bound by duty. This wasn't about winning a fight. It was about proving their worthiness. Sheathing his sword, Corin took a respectful step back and bowed his head. He spoke, his voice clear and steady. "We are not here to conquer or destroy. We are travelers, seeking passage to the Crystal Mountains to restore a forgotten memory. We mean this land no harm." Erin stepped forward, placing a hand on a nearby rock. "We feel your duty," he said softly, his voice resonating with the energy of the earth. "We honor your long vigil," Lyra added. "Your story will be remembered, noble Guardian. We will carry it with respect." A slow change came over the Stoneblade Guardian. The hardness in his green eyes softened, replaced by a flicker of warmth. He had tested their strength, but they had shown him their heart. He gave a slight nod, a silent acknowledgement of their pure intentions. With a wave of his hand, the massive stone archway behind him began to glow with a soft, inviting light. The path was open. Who had recognized them not as threats, but as fellow guardians of Eldoria's ancient spirit. As they walked through the archway, Corin looked back one last time. The Stoneblade Guardians stood watching, no longer an obstacle, but a silent ally. Their journey through Hollow Ridge had just begun, but they had already learned its most important lesson. True strength lies not in the power to fight, but in the wisdom to understand. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Eldoria. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more adventures with Erin, Lyra, and Corin. We'll see you in the next chapter.